It's another 90s and noughties taste test, and this time it's a childhood favourite, but not necessarily as I remember it. It's the turn of my favourite thing from my childhood, Pop Tarts. Now, I grew up loving Pop Tarts. We never toasted them, always had them cold. Don't know anybody that ever toasted them, but it says on the front of the package, if you look, that they're like toast pastries or something, right? But I've never had it like that. And I've wondered, I thought, oh, maybe for a taste test, I revisit a childhood favourite with a cold one, like the old days, and this is the Choc-tastic flavour, and then we go forth to the toasted one, which to the naked eye doesn't look that different because you put it on low heat, so it's not really that different. It just feels like heated. There's nothing really different there upon inspecting it. Let's take a bite out of the cold one. Let's take a trip back in time, shall we, to the early 2000s when I liked these. So let's go. I have these every few years. Cold, never toasted. And they're always exactly as I remember them. I don't think they've ever changed them. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but that does it. You know, that's great. Feeling it, this toasted one, it is not particular, like, it's hot, but it's not scorching hot. And so I think what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to break it down the middle and see if there's any difference. Does it get more gooey, perhaps, when it's a great use of English. Perhaps it gets more gooey when you split it. So let's try and split it somehow. So let me just split it down the middle. And you can see there that there is no... It's a little bit more sort of melted inside. It's slightly more crunchy, but it's not like toast. You know, it's not toast crunchy. It's just a tiny little bit more crunchy. If I tap the cold one, you know, that's pretty hard anyway. I think that almost like softens it, toasting it. Because if I do the same thing on there, it's about the same. I like the sensation that it's warm. I like the warm sensation. And I like the fact that when it slips down the throat, it's still warm. It doesn't stick to your mouth quite as much as a cold one does. It's a pleasant experience, but it's not the childhood experience, and I would love to hear from somebody that had them toasted. There are differences, but they're minor. So, what do we think? Do let me know via the usual channels, and let me just take another route into childhood, and I'll see you again next time.